Caroline Inglis, Grant Boone, Morgan Pressel watching the Columbia Edgewater member have at it at the 16th.
I think it's great to see Caroline got off to a good start here this week. It's not easy to play at home as well as she knows this golf course, but she has put on a show today.
Nelly Corda hasn't played here before, but this is her third at the 12th. She looks like she knows her way around.
She had a little bit of a roller coaster round so far today.
Hannah Green, she won here back in 2019. This for birdie at 12. Came up here to Columbia Edgewater and rallied to beat Yeleni No. And then again at 13, Hannah curls it in. So after an early bogey, Nelly Corda looking for her first victory on the LPGA Tour this season, having a terrific day with an eagle and a handful of birdies and a chance for another at that 15th in her first appearance.
Now Hannah Green for a par. 15 stays at 6 under par.
Well, last year over at Oregon Golf Club, Jong-un Lee 5 had her career best finish. A runner-up to Jin Young Ko. This is at the 14th. Making it dance.
Might be a little bit of a stretch for the officials. They like to keep them at a consistent speed. Let's go to 16.
Hejin Choi, Kay Cockrell's there.
And she has played the par 3 well, very well today.
Here's So-Yeon Yu, 16.
This hole playing 154 yards today, so just a sort of a low to mid iron for a lot of these players.
Shot. This was Marina's first career victory. Then she won again in this time zone, in fact, earlier this year.
Little false front to the right of this flag, but the greens look to be taking a little bit of a hop today, so shouldn't be a problem. Nice shot.
Top Tracer technology will show us graphically where this one's headed.
It's showing a good shot, right?
It's showing a really good one, yeah. Fine. Morgan mentioned getting behind a tree at 14 led to a bogey for Nelly. The 18th, Anna Belac from Slovenia by way of Duke University. Any birdie at 18 is a good one, isn't it? Lee. Remember that. Lucy Lee, sponsor invite this week. Salvages bogey at 18. At 7. Oh dear. Jong-un Lee 5 has it spat back at her.
Wow.
The horrible horseshoe.
Yako Ihara, she is a veteran player, 38 years of age, been around for a long time. 3 wins on the Japan LPGA Tour, that's a little bonus there.
They do tend to take a little bit of break, more than you expect. Hannah's got a feel for these greens early, and there's another one.
Traveling around. Everything is probably a bit of an adventure, really.
Once she... Oh, another birdie falls. Wow, she's just tearing it up. She finishes top 10 nearly half the time she plays. It has been a very up and down round, mostly down for Patty. You get errant off these with the tee ball, and it becomes very hard to just make pars.
Patty's had a strange season.
Yeah, she tends to hit just a little bit of a fade. Not happy with that one.
No, I think that was just not the strike she wanted, but it's going to work out fine.
Yeah, that's in the correct part of the green. That's the key on this hole.
And up ahead at 18 from just off the front, Jenny Shen, 66th in the race to the CME Globe.
Yeah, we've been 6 birdies so far on this hole today. Left it in the perfect spot here.
Oh, come on.
Anything just towards the front edge of this green on 18 today is a good spot to be.
Really is a green light flag here for her. A little bit of a draw towards the hole.
Yeah, good shot. Hannah playing with a bit of extra enthusiasm this time at home. Now Nelly.
From 127, this is a wedge. Also drawing towards the hole, maybe a smidge left.
The club spin usually means she likes it there. It was a late 12. Different story so far for Nelly. Now Hannah just tapping in for par. Read it well. Nelly is going along very well on day one. This is an impressive performance. You start to think about winning out here. Yeah, third place finish at the Bank of Hope match play. Won that consolation match.
Ball is slightly above her feet here.
She has struggled a little bit, Karen, with some back injuries. Took some time off at the end of last season. Maybe just really trying to keep that loose. Whoever that was holding in that sneeze until impact.
Some Epson Tour players are in this week, including the Epson Tour money leader, Xiaowen Yin. And that takes her to 1 under. She's already clinched her LPGA card. She's 17. Now tied for the lead, Japan's Ayaka Uehara at 18.
Beautifully done there. Lands it right on the front edge. It's a good spot to putt from. Have a little bit of right to left break.
29 college wins between these three players. And they're all going to be the future of professional golf.
At the 18th, the birdie putt for Uehara to take the lead. A 65. Playing on a medical exemption this year.
This just inside 100 yards. As Karen talked to on a walk and talk with Leona last week, her bag is filled with woods and wedges.
Really help, especially a young player.
This is Mooney Heat, second at the 11th, just getting her day started. And, oh, a little kiss off the flag. She was unlucky that didn't drop in. It looked like it kind of bounced out of the hole.
Allowed her to relax and plan her schedule a little bit. And she's been so much more consistent.
To the 11th.
And the second shot for Leona Mcguire.
Drove it aggressively with a 3-wood, got all the way past the bunkers down on the flat. And I think it paid off pretty well.
Yeah, just inside the ball of Maria Foss.
If you missed the PGA Tour last couple of weeks, it's back. Brook, third shot. You said it was no problem.
No, it was a good place to play from and perfect lie and judged it nicely.
She would have learned what this putt does off of Maria Foss's putt, who was right before her.
Oh.
And she still couldn't get it to not miss to the right.
Just a 4 for Leona, first player from Ireland to win on the LPGA Tour, came earlier this season.
In terms of what Brittany gives Brooke and Brooke's performance on the course, and tremendous start to her 2022 campaign here in Portland.
Double bogey at the 11th today. Started on 10 with a birdie and walks that one in for a birdie at 13. So back to level par for the day. This is Kristen Gilman on the tee at the 13th. And that is a very nice tee shot. Should be a 2 for Kristen.
Right here is Amy Olsen, third shot at the 12th, and just really surprising to see her 117th in the race to the CME Globe.
Yeah, she's just struggled a little bit with her ball striking this year.
It requires distance control because you don't really want to be above this flag. Anything at the back of this green tends to leave us fast putt.
Good shot there. Very good.
She got lucky off the tee, just kind of caught the edge of the bunker and just scooted through to this point. So what she got on one hand off the tee shot, she lost with the second, but just goes to show you what you can do from a divot.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear any complaints about divots ever again, having seen that.
Karen, I think if there was an easiest hole location to get it close from this spot, it's the one today.
Completely agree.
Yeah, look at those shots. That's terrific golf there.
To 13.
Gilman for birdie. Yeah, we're playing on the Epsom Tour and a few events on the LPGA this year. Brook winning a couple of times this year.
I think that's everybody's favourite putt. Keep it inside the hole, though.
Yeah.
There we go.
At the 12th, it's Leona Mcguire.
Yeah, trying to get this 93-yard shot in tight. Not going to be particularly pleased with that effort.
Yep.
3 very well played holes.
Almost got to the screen in 2 after a 287-yard drive.
She hit one of the best shots of the year with the 3rd shot at the par 5 15th last Saturday in Cincinnati. Holed it out, went a mile high with it. Career best finish. Cool morning, gorgeous afternoon. This is the 2nd for Kristen Gilman. Twice a U.S. amateur champion.
She set up well right here with her feet, almost right at our TV tower.
Well, that's going to end up left of the flag.
I think that's a little bit of a subconscious pull, knowing where her body was lined up. Playing is the 2nd easiest hole on the golf course, only to the very reachable 7th. And that'll leave her below the hole nicely. There'll be a ton of break in that putt. Almost to the point where you'd have her mark it, Karen?
I would. This is short.
Front stop it.
Well, it's still going to be in her line. She's going to give Ayaka a read here.
She will definitely ask her to mark it for the 4th shot.
Good tempo to the stroke. Oh, she didn't give it enough pace.
Oh, I love how her shoulders work too. Just everything about it looks good to me. But the players are facing into them right now. Oh, naturally aggressive. This is going at it, if not left.
Yeah, it's all right.
She got away with that, Karen. Got a little bit towards her toes. Usually happens when you hit a little bit of a pull.
Rolling in on the tee at the 13th.
Well, she kind of knows what she's got to do. Being the last on the tee, she knows how the other players' balls are flying.
She went after that one.
She did. Maybe flaps down.
Oh, very good, Karen. Look at this. It's going to move back towards the hole. It's going to work out very well indeed.
The 14th hole, Andrea Lee.
No surprise to see her hitting from the middle of the fairway. Hits a lot of fairways. That's just a smooth wedge.
Just a couple of feet for birdie. After a couple of birdies to start her opening round, Ryan O'Toole with the 3rd. Good chance to go birdie, birdie, birdie.
Yeah. That 4th place finish at the Dana Open really stands out when you look at her results on the LPGA.
A very fast right to left breaking putt. Like a pretty good stroke, just carried a tad bit too much speed for that line.
I was really impressed. She got off to a tough start Sunday, but then birdied 10 through 12 and wound up 3rd place, Cincinnati.
Group Tour Championship. That's a huge goal for so many players out here.
Andrea Lee wasn't even thinking that when this year began. She had lost her card. Ryan O'Toole for a 3rd straight birdie.
Looked like a little bit of a push, even from our angle.
It was at this event over at Pumpkin Ridge in 2011 where she finished 5th right before the Solheim Cup.
Ball is slightly above her feet. Just a good distance control here will do her nicely. Looking like it needs a hop. And that was a soft landing. This is on a good line.
I pushed her 3-wood down there further where she has just a wedge in. This looks really good.
Turned away like she didn't like it, but it's going to be very good indeed. Fastest got to get the speed right here, Kay.
Yeah, hit her wedge in, obviously too far, and coming off the fringe now. Overall, pretty level green.
Good try.
Oh, that's a bonus. Take that whenever you get it, right?
Yeah, so Maria Farsi making up for the mistake on the par 3. Back to level par for the day. Andrea Lee for birdie. A little movement in this. Oh, it did just sneak.
It's actually probably one of the flattest greens, if not the flattest green on the course, and that makes it awkward to read. It makes it very tough to read this 15th hole. That's really adopted her since going to school.
This is Anne Van Dam, second at 17. Started her round from the 10th. She's had 3 birdies and a bogey so far, and maybe another birdie on the way there for Anne Van Dam, who's playing on the LPGA and the LET, the Ladies European Tour. Here's the birdie putt for Van Dam. Yeah, she's got so much power, the Dutch woman.
The 18th. She's missed 8 straight cuts. A day like this, week like this.
Again, just downhill, should move right.
Good right, yes.
Karen, you had me thinking, I don't really use grooves on my putter face, but I used an insert putter, so it's just so many different styles and options and personal preference, how it comes off the putter and how you like to see the ball roll.
In Ayaka Foodaway.
Well, Kay's already said this green is firm, so got to land this at the front of the green and let it hop back there.
Especially with the Ayaka's slightly flatter trajectory. Doesn't have the height that some of these other players, especially some of the taller players, have.
3 under, a chance to go to 4 under. Chance to upgrade. Placed on the priority list here this week. At the 16th, Brook Henderson.
Well, and this one is really quite high, trying to draw towards the hole.
At the 14th, called it a Saganda for birdie.
She talked about how she's having a lot more confidence in the green.
13. This is Tiffany Chan. She's made a nice start. A couple of birdies at 10 and 11. And this is a long-range effort here at the par 3, but it's going to yield another birdie. That's 3 in the first 4 for Tiffany Chan, who's fighting to keep her card on the LPGA.
Just a wedge for her. Gripping down a bit to take just a hair of distance off of it.
She definitely likes to swing pretty full at everything.
She does.
What a beautiful shot that was. Take this, or on the club, excuse me, take the same swing.
Second shot for Andrea Lee.
That's a smooth wedge after a good drive. Yeah, she trying to just bounce that up on there.
9th hole of the day for this group.
This is in for a birdie at 17.
And uphill for her.
Good look.
Yes, solid as that.
Made it look easy. Gets her to 3 under par. It's a good start, and she's in top company here.